Bible smack. All right, so I think we're going to try something a little bit different. I'm just going to kind of go over two things. I don't know if they deserve a big speech, so we'll just kind of hit some of the news. But our fun Bible word for today is discretion. Proverbs 2:11. Discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee. Um, Psalm 112:5. A good man showeth favor, and lendeth, he will guide his affairs with discretion. Let's see here. Proverbs 3:21. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. And let's see here. Proverbs 5:2. That thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. Okay. Yeah, I just watered my hair. It's raining. Okay, so first story that kind of came out was Matt Chandler, and this was actually put in Christianity Today, that he had a unbiblical communication with a woman on Facebook, and then I see this video, and that's like, oh, I'm stepping down for a little while, and and oh, my elders, they told me to step down because of my communication, and you know, my wife was okay with my communication. The girl's husband was okay with their communication, but something bad happened, and I know, and I'm going to be holy, and so I'm just gonna step down, and you know, um, something ain't right. And I think the normal way to do it is like people are like, something ain't right. They must have been really getting hot and heavy on the Facebook. I don't know. I don't. I'm not gonna go that route. I do have my theories, but if you speculate, then it's gossip. Hold on. Why is this everywhere? Why is this guy in front of all these thousands of people talking about this, but not talking about it? And, just leaving people hanging. Now, there are times and occasions where people are out of line and then they gotta step down. It's an interesting occasion where they're saying that they're out of line, but they're not saying why they're out of line or that we don't know. But why do we need to know at all? Why did this need to be in Christianity Today? If you've got some personal problems, discretion says that you don't need to air your dirty laundry. But also, discretion says, why do you need to make that their business? You could have had an untelevised meeting and told them, hey, you're going to be gone, and maybe there's some sort of issue or whatever. And, okay, you're going to take a break, come back. But, no, you made this. You made this issue. You want to get people gossiping. And I don't even know if he did anything wrong. So, what's up? you know? Why do you need to bring drama without drama. I mean, one thing you brought drama and now you're kicked out of the church. Oh, okay, but no, we're just taking time off, and well, it's not this and it's not that, but oh, it's bad. And by the way, it's all your friends who are talking about it, right? Oh well, you know, we need to take care of this situation. What situation? um, it seems a desperate call for attention. Um, B, maybe it's reinforcing the system because you want your structure or your government to have more power. It's what we call church politics. Okay. So what they're doing is they're showing, hey, we have elders. We have need of elders. Why? Why do we have need of an elder board system? Because an elder system is where you have authority that really belongs to God and really kind of belongs to the congregation. They want to get from it. They want to get away from congregational power. So they set up the scenario so that people think, "Wow, he was just going to go to stray with his Facebooking." I mean, really, my question: why don't you just get off Facebook? Okay, if that's the issue, just take time off Facebook. But it's like, yeah, they really are. This is a big public deal. It doesn't need to be a public deal. In the Bible, it would be called gossip. You don't encourage gossip. So, are there things that you can gotcha with people? Yeah, that's why we have privacy. Okay, you don't need to be airing out everything that just goes out of your mouth. Okay, sometimes you just got to shut up. And so, no, he doesn't practice discretion here. He makes it, to me, he makes it a bigger deal. Maybe he's trying to get sympathy. Okay, get attention, get sympathy. Oh, I'm so holy. Da, 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 if you've done wrong, then you don't need to make a big show. You should be ashamed of yourself, but not of oh, look at me. And, I mean, it honestly stinks to high heaven as far as what I'm getting out of it. The other irony is that they're part of this Acts 29 network. He was in charge of it. Well, and it's part of that, hey, we're all reformed now, and reformed theology is great. um, it was under the former president was Mark Driscoll. And guess what? He also had some issues, and he also had to get disciplined by his church, and then he ran and found another group to start being a congregation again. And, Acts 29 was interesting. They were, hey, we're new reformed, and we want the Lord's Supper to be filled with alcohol because we're filled with the Spirit. um, when you have like these, the wine, and it becomes alcoholic, it is rotting. Okay. And just like the bread is what? It's unleavened bread. We have juice or whatever because we don't want it to be rotting because the body and the blood of Christ is not rotten. It's not sinful. It is the only innocent human being that ever lived. And so you do not symbolize it with rotten and death. Okay. So these things this group push, they're supposed to be young and hip, and that makes them in the spirit. And they're getting these leaders who are young and hip and crashing and burning. I'm younger than Matt Chandler, so I'm kind of, I'm on the age, but I'm kind of, you know, I've got an old soul, they say. So what you gonna do? So yeah, I felt like that was good for that issue. Now the other story that was real big is Britney Spears is saying, "I'm an atheist, y'all." That's a quote. Brittany, you gotta love her. She's interesting character. She's probably about my age, maybe a little bit older, and obviously superstar, multi millionaire. Now, when she makes this big quote, she's kind of talking about what she's going through in her life lately, and it is true, and I think that, you have to look at several sides of this issue, okay? But there are some of these rock stars and celebrities that they are not free, okay? And I remember one time I was listening to a lecture, and they would say that, for a $50 million star, you're going to have a $500 million owner, okay? And so some of these rich celebrities, they are owned and they give up their freedoms and they can be very susceptible to abuse through contracts. Um, I watched that movie Elvis recently, and they had the Colonel, okay, and the Colonel was his promoter, and he robbed Elvis pretty badly on their deal. It was 50%.